Hello, in this video we're discussing Winfred Trammell, federal number 497-05177. As you listen to him talk about his situation out of the Northern District of Texas, you will learn that he is one of many that were charged with conspiracy cases that were struggling addicts. They were not big-time drug dealers, and he doesn't deny his involvement. He was selling drugs, he was using drugs, but it was on a very small scale. It was enough to support his habit, not kilos of drugs as he was represented to have done in court. Please listen to his story with an open ear and an open heart. There's a petition in the description of the video. Please sign that. Please share the video. We want to thank everybody for subscribing and getting involved. God bless.
You will not be charged for this call. This call is from an inmate at a federal prison. This call is being recorded and is subject to monitoring. Hang up to decline the call or to accept. Dial 5 now. If you wish to...
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
All right. This is Winfred Trammell.
Yes. So I just wanted to let you know that we are recording for your video. If I could get a little background information for you first, could you state your full name?
Winfred Morgan Trammell.
And your register number?
49705-177.
And your mailing address?
It's P.O. Box 4000, Springfield, Missouri. I think it's 86501.
Okay, and
Federal Medical Facility.
And if anybody wanted, they could go to bop.gov, look at the inmate locator, and look you up by name or inmate number also. Do you have children?
Yes, I have 2 children and a couple of grandchildren.
Wow, that's amazing. How old are your children?
They are 25, will be 25 and 23, I believe.
Okay.
She just turned 22 or 23.
So, when you take yourself back to being a younger person, maybe a teenager, did you have some dreams or goals, things that you wanted to accomplish with your life?
Yeah, I think we all did, but man, to believe it, I wanted to be a cop when I was little. That's when I was little when I grow up. That's what I wanted to do. I don't know how I got to where I went the totally opposite way of that, but that's what I wanted to be. I watched the TV show Chips when I was a kid. And I always wanted. That's what I wanted to do when I was little.
So when you look at your life from that point to now, where do you feel like things started to go in the wrong direction for you?
I was young, I guess. I was still before I got married, and I got married really young at 17. I can't really say. Maybe when my mom actually came back into my life with my stepdad, being alcoholic, around them, it's kind of hard on kids when they're that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were abusing drugs at some point. How old were you when that started?
I had uncles around me when I was little that used to get me contact, what they call a contact towel with marijuana, blowing it in my face in the car and stuff, or getting me drunk before I was 13 probably. And so when I was 14, 15, 16, I was already smoking weed and dropped out of school. And it was, I guess, junior high school when I quit school. I didn't actually complete the 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
I had been held back the first year, and then the second year, I just...
This call is from a federal prison.
Ended up not quitting and not going back, mostly due to, I don't know what got in my head. The cool kids smoke weed. Right. I don't know how that...
Right. No, I understand.
How it goes from... Huh?
No, I said I understand. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, so I don't know how you go from competing at the house with your siblings to memorizing the 50 states and the capitals, or learning your multiplication tables competing to that, trying to be the smart kid to being the cool kid that when you grow up actually ain't the cool kid no more. You're already on the wrong side of things, and it just tends to get worse from there.
Yeah.
You end up being,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it ends up being an addict, and you don't even know it. Then you get to denial and all of that goes with that stuff.
Yeah. Now, I understand you're in a medical facility. Is there a medical issue that you have?
I'm paralyzed from the waist down. I'm bound to a wheelchair, either a wheelchair or bed, 100% of my time. And I had tried to get in my chair from my bunk, and I had failed and broke my femur. So they thought it was going to need surgery, so they tried to get me redesignated. And this is where they had me redesignated to, but the bone had started to heal by itself, so they decided to let it go ahead and heal on itself. So I've been here at Springfield Medical Center just a little past 3 years now.
And how long have you been wheelchair bound?
Since December of 2013, I fell 38 feet on concrete off a retainer wall.
Oh, wow.
And crushed my tailbone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were wheelchair bound during the course of this investigation and your indictment. Is that correct?
Yes.
Could you bring us through your indictment? How did you get involved, and what was your role in it?
All right. Up there in the city, in what they call Dallas-Fort Worth area, they have game rooms where you can go and, they're like small little illegal casinos, I guess you could say. You go in, you play your games. You can either win or you lose. Well, I met a guy in there one day that came in, sat a couple machines away from me, who smelled like he'd been smoking marijuana. So we started talking. And this was, I believe, December of 2014. Well, got to talking to him and started, getting information and all. Well, in the beginning of around, I want to say it was the middle of May of 2015, I got a text message from a guy that told me he was on, he just found out he was on a diamonds indictment. So we would text messaging back and forth. What is that? How do you know? Are you sure it wasn't one of your buddies messing with you or whatever? And it wasn't. I was actually in the hospital there in Abilene, Texas, due to surgery on my tailbone again, where I had a pressure sore. I had been in the hospital for 6 weeks. And when I got out, it wasn't a few days, and I was arrested. I lived in a small town in Breckenridge, Texas. That the chief of police and 2 other officers came and told me they had a arrest warrant. Not a search warrant, but they had an arrest warrant that the feds had asked them to pick me up and detain me on.
So
I found out I was on it.
Go ahead.
I found out I was in a mix of people in a conspiracy that I'd never even heard of. I've never heard of no drug conspiracies before.
So the individual that you met at the bar was giving you meth. Is that what was happening?
That's how it started. Yeah, doing some marijuana and some meth I started getting from the guy.
And what? Just real quick, what kind of quantities are we talking about?
Like up to quarter ounces. That's about all I could actually afford, being disabled in the chair. But that would be enough for me to go the whole month.
Right. So a quarter ounce is 7 grams. So we're talking about a couple $100 in drugs is what you were getting from
Correct.
that. Okay. So when you get indicted, was there ever a conversation about how much drugs you were allegedly purchasing or selling, or what they were alleging?
Okay. When when the indictments came out, and when they started arresting all of us, or trying to get all of us, the first 25 they had sealed indictment, they called me to the interview room, and they started telling me about conspiracies and how ghost dope works. They had showed me pictures from iPhone. Dude was swiping the CEO of the cop was swiping his phone and said, "Do you know who this is?" Or they've identified you from photograph. And he swiped a few more and this and that before I ever I knew him or anything. And he told me, what I think I messed up was that I said it's not against the law to know anybody. So he went into telling me how drugs came and this, that, and how ghost dope worked. So I told him, hypothetically, I said, so let me get this right. You telling me if a guy brings me an ounce a week for 6 weeks, somebody else brings me, just odd numbers, and it happened to be 3 or 4 people I said. Well, he tried to say that they said that I said the same amounts that these people started telling me that I was buying quarter pounds a couple times a week. The numbers was getting up there crazy. My points that they for how they count your criminal stuff up. I don't know what points is called. The name of the points. The numbers that are
right.
How we get sentenced by and all, which just kept changing. So my attorney told me if I didn't sign a plea thing to get my responsibility, that my points would change. So it went from what was actual like buying a quarter ounce a month from these guys to being quarter ounces every few days, and then to ounces a couple times a month, to quarter pounds to every week and a half or so. It kept getting crazy, and I didn't understand how it could be doing that. So they medication's got my mouth dry. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah.
So they kept changing my points and the drug amounts. I had the only one person that actually went and got on the stand and testified against me that wasn't a police department or agent was who had wrote one proffer that said that she didn't say much of nothing more than have my phone number. A week later, she started putting weight on me, but it had changed from my phone number to a little bit of drugs. And then she wrote another one that started being more drugs. Well, between them two proffers and an interview to her being on the stand,
This call is from a federal prison.
it went from being this to that to 60 ounces delivered to me through another person. And I'm like, how did this even happen? I couldn't understand it. It didn't make no sense to me.
So
How they could just make this stuff up.
did your attorney ever talk to you about how much time you were going to be facing, or how much, what the sentence was likely to be?
He told me, the very first thing he told me, I was looking at my guideline points, that's the word, 19 years and 7 months. And that was if I signed the paper right then, the plea agreement, responsibility thing. Well, I had like 2 weeks to sign the thing. Well, he came back a few days later and texted me and talked to me on the phone and texted me telling me that, they had missed a charge or something in my background somewhere, and then my points was now up to 21 years and 8 months or something. And then it went from that to 27 years. I'm like, man, how does this keep going up and up? He said, because you didn't sign the paper, you're looking at this and that. If you don't do this and sign right now and plead. And I felt like he kept trying to get me, pushing me to plead. Well, I got into him with the telephone on him because he kept telling me to just listen. Just listen. I got tired of that. I told him, look, man, if you can't help me with this, you need to tell me who I can go to get a new lawyer. Well, he told me that wasn't possible, that I had no reason to get a new lawyer, that the judge wouldn't give me a new one. So he told me he was a trial attorney. That's what he did, this and that. And then they're beeping on us. By the end of that conversation, I was now looking at 31 years. Between all my backgrounds and the enhancements they were hitting me with, I was now looking at 31 years with my guidelines. I was under the impression I couldn't get no more than 5 to 40 anyway. Oh, well, that was before this and that. Come on, man.
I was going to ask you, had you heard of your sentencing judge? Did you know who he was?
He was the same one that I had when I went to trial. They did my trial.
Right, but I'm saying prior to you getting sentenced, had you heard about him? Did you know who he was?
Yeah, just from my trial and, a little bit of what people said. 2 weeks before I had got sentenced, I was supposed to have been sentenced, but for whatever reason, my lawyer didn't show up. And for whatever reason, he was in a worse mood the week that I was supposed to get sentenced that I didn't. That, man, people were getting time that was crazier than what I got. And so, I was horrid. I was scared, I didn't know what to expect, really.
Take us to sentencing. What was that like? Who was there? And what happened?
At sentencing, there was all of the police department or officers that was there. My judge, my lawyer, the prosecutors. They brought me out there to go in front of the judge, and then they took me back to the holding room and had me sit for like 2 hours or so before. So I didn't know what to do. I was expecting nobody to talk to in there. They had me in a cell. I was the only one there that day. It was pretty scary.
Walk us through what happened. So when you go in there, just walk us through it until you get your sentence.
Okay, well, they wheeled me in there to being in the wheelchair, so they had me sitting there, and they read all the indictment and stuff to me, told me I was guilty by the jury, and asked me if I knew what was going on or understood it. And
this call is from a federal prison.
My attorney and the objections that he had to the PSI and all, they were going back and forth in that. The prosecutor and my attorney and the probation officers, they were going back and forth about different things that my attorney had objected to. Like, one for existence was I had went through my jury trial, all the way through it, found guilty. There was never anything mentioned about any firearms or anything. Well, after I had went to trial and everything was done, somebody else had said that they had traded guns for dope from me. Well, they hit me with another enhancement for a firearm enhancement when there was never even anything mentioned about firearms all the way through my whole thing. So they had, with that and a weight enhancement that they had on me and an obstruction enhancement on me, I was looking at 30 to life. So with me being the only one out of the first 25 that had went to trial, I was expecting to get the life sentence.
Right.
So with what I had told my lawyer the Friday before sentencing, we talked when he come to see me. We got supposed to have had 4 points dropped off of it. 2 for the gun enhancement and 2 for part of the weight, because the only person that wasn't law enforcement that testified against me had changed the weight 3 different times and 2 proffers and then on the stand. So they were supposed to have lowered it another 2 points. They hit me with an obstruction justice said that I gave false testimony during a suppression hearing. So they had me at like 36 points, I believe, in a category 6. So I was scared to death. I didn't know what to expect. So when they lowered them other 4 points off of me, They dropped me down, and for whatever reason, he gave me the low end.
So what was the actual sentence?
262 months, which equals up to 21 years and 10 months.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, for what they call ghost dope. It's all hearsay from convicted felons. I don't understand it how the police department can go to an interview where they have audio and video capabilities, but they didn't get what they wanted, so they said that they didn't have no video. That doesn't even make sense. If there would have been a true confession, you would have made sure that video was there.
Right.
But because there wasn't, and you used my hypothetical to say that I said such and such and such and such people I bought drugs from, so I just still don't understand how any of it goes. This conspiracy, they can make up what they want to say, and because they have a badge, it's the gospel. It's the 100% truth.
Well,
it still blows my mind.
Absolutely. One of the concerns that we've had with other individuals is what you brought up, that they definitely have the ability to record audio and video in these interviews, and almost every single time that's not what's being done, and then it opens the door for all types of misunderstandings, misrepresentation, and it closes the door for an individual to say, I didn't say that, because at that point it's your word against theirs, because there's no other proof, and that makes it incredibly difficult to say what's real and what's not real, and what's true and what's not true.
That's exactly what happened in my case.
Could you talk to us about what it's been like since sentencing, as far as visitation with your family? What have you been doing to better yourself, to be a better person?
I've taken every drug class possible. They have what they call ACE classes, adult continued education, and I've taken many hours of those. So they have this new First Step Act that for, I forget however many hours it is of school that we take, we can get an extra day off for early home confinement. So I've been taking as much as I possibly can. I've taken, signed up for this, it's a lawnmower class, a small engines class.
Okay.
And the first part's a 100-hour self-paced, where it's just footwork. And then once I've gotten that done, then I can get the hands-on where we actually get to work on the motors. So I'm signed up for that.
Well, that's definitely cool.
I stayed out of trouble as much as I possibly can. I just read. That's mostly what I think. I try to stay out of everybody's way and just read. I try to stay out of the TV rooms as much as possible.
Absolutely. So the purpose of this video is to bring awareness to your situation, bring awareness to the situation in that district as a whole. Also, in the description of this video, there's a change.org petition asking the president for some sort of relief or reduction in your sentence.
This call is from a federal prison.
You were given 262 months, and only one person was at your trial to testify that you were a big-time drug dealer. Otherwise, that's not what was said about you. And that's concerning. If that were a real thing and you were this big-time drug dealer, there would have been many others that would have testified to that. So
Well,
we...
see,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That's part of the thing. It wasn't that they said that I was a drug dealer. They said that they sold drugs to me on numerous occasions.
Right.
Nobody was there other than law enforcement that said anything about me selling drugs.
Right.
There was no physical drugs whatsoever. And that still mind boggles me.
Absolutely. So what we're doing is we're asking the people around the world, around the United States, to sign this petition asking for that reduction for you. To those people that were asking to help get you a second chance, what do you have to say to them about why they should support you and what a second chance would mean for you?
Well, a second chance would help me in a lot of ways. I've got 2 grandbabies that I've never got to see, or much less really even meet, except for a few pictures. I've been clean for over 4.5 years. I've done as much as I can. I want to stay clean, and I want to stay away from anything that the people that ever have done. I may have been here sometime in the past, but since I lost the use of my legs, I haven't really done anything to be here other than being an addict. You know, anything that anybody could help do and could see that the way that I was done by the courts and the legal system could see that it's not right, I definitely appreciate any help, anybody's support that they would give me. I hope to be able, when I get out, to possibly be able to work from home. I've learned that there are some things that people can do for, like, customer services from like AT&T or Verizon, the phone companies, or any number of things, especially now with this epidemic outside going on. People are working from home more and more. That's what my goal is, that I hope to be able to find something to be able to do like that will just help me be able to be more productive.
Absolutely. Before we go, is there anything else that you would like to add?
I want to thank everybody for viewing it and any support that they can give me. I just thank y'all.
Well, we appreciate you being vulnerable and honest and talking to us about some of these things. I know it was difficult.